Hey guys, this is Lior with Angled Volkers, and in this video we're doing a neighborhood overview, this time on Somerville's Assembly Square. So if you've driven anywhere by East Somerville or Charlestown or taken the Orange Line, you probably know about Assembly Square. It's been one of the most transformational projects that has happened definitely in Somerville and definitely around the Boston area within the last decade or so. You know, it used to be back in the day an old assembly line. I believe Ford was there actually, but within the last 10 years, it's really, construction development has occurred there and just completely changed the neighborhood. So in case you're not familiar where it is, it's right by East Somerville. You've got Charlestown right to the north. You've got Everett right next to it. Medford, part of Medford's right there as well. And it's obviously right on the Orange Line as well. So, it has everything you can think of, from condos to apartments to a hotel, tons of retail and restaurant. It's literally the complete full neighborhood redevelopment project. So let's go over some of the things that you can actually do there. So in terms of, if you go drive by there, probably one of the most prominent things you'll see is the Partners office building. So there's plenty of office space. Obviously Partners, they moved there around 2014, took all of their administration operations there. And there's tons of other companies that headquarter there now. If you actually drive by there right now in the summer of 2019, you see they're building another huge office complex where Puma is going to be one of the main anchor tenants. Yes, Puma, the big sports company. So there's tons of office space for tons of companies occupying that right now. Obviously, the apartments and the condos are the next thing you'll most likely hear about. As of right now, there's supposed to be just about 1,000 residential units or so. Tons of apartments, a number of condo buildings, and yes, those condos and apartments are pricey. I mean, those are, they're way pricier than most of the rest of Somerville because, it's basically like living in a brand new neighborhood, brand new mall with everything around you. Then we're going to go into some of the retail, right? I mean, if you drive around retail, not only do you have some of the older complexes and stores that were there, such as the Home Depot, you have like Kmart and a couple of other more established trends, but you have in the new development stuff, you have a bunch of new retailers, everyone from Nike to J. Crew, Banana Republic. You're going to see Brooks Brothers, most prominent retailers you can think of. They've got a location in Assembly Square, which is obviously awesome. And then if you're gonna venture down to Assembly Square, you gotta obviously have some of the food, right? You gotta check out some of the food. There's so many new establishments there. They have everyone from prominent chains in New England like Legal. They've got a huge space right in the corner of the the development there. And they've also got some newer names in town, such as if you've ever heard Southern Kin. It's a southern food restaurant. They've got a smoke shop. They got Earl's. They got a few other more unique food destinations. A couple of other common ones you may hear, like JP Licks for ice cream. But basically, most taste that you can think of, there is someone there to satisfy that. In some of the new areas right now where they're building, they're going to have some steakhouses. Plenty of food to go around. And just to give you kind of a recap, so to date, just so you think about it, you do have about 1,000 residential units, about 800,000 square feet of office space, 500,000 square feet of retail and restaurants. So, huge space, and they're only building more. They're right now on phase 3. Where they're going to be putting more office, more retail, probably some lab space as well. So it's really just going to continue to grow, continue to blow up, and be one of the most prominent districts and neighborhoods in Somerville. And finally, we can't leave off without entertainment, right? So if you are going to go for a night out there, there's besides the food, besides the shopping, you do have a couple of other nice entertainment options. You have an AMC theater right there. which is really nice, brand new. Is it's awesome experience to go down there. You have some stores like the Legoland for kids. So plenty of things to do overall in Assembly. If you have not checked it out or if you've never been there, certainly worth the trip. So hopefully that's helpful, guys. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below.